was home for so many years, so many decades, family members. But where do they live? They don't have any place to go.
For many in the homeless community, Atlanta feels increasingly inhospitable. Popular community spaces for homeless communities have seen an uptick in the quality of life policing.
Are you homeless?
Yes.
You are? How long you been homeless?
About a year.
A year?
Yeah. I ain't got no ID right now.
It's okay.
I couldn't get in the shelter. So then I got locked up the street up there. I'm trying to get something to eat.
There have been numerous signs that the recent crackdown on encampments and reports of an uptick in minor arrests was an attempt to sanitize the image of downtown at expense of the homeless citizens before the Super Bowl.
It became a travesty what they did with these people. You know, now they're locked out of this area in places that don't have access to transit. So now, what happened? They can't move around.
During the 1996 Olympics and again during the Super Bowl in 2019, Atlanta officials are locked in a dispute with civil rights group over the treatment and unconstitutional warehousing of homeless residents in the city's jail to clear streets.
Such an ironic thing for Hurt Park.
Just like Martin Luther King, this has been forever small businesses.
Right.
And now they bringing big businesses and running the small business out. Like now
Right.
we got a Walmart, we got a Chick-fil-A.
Right.
And to me, I think that's bad.
As gentrification persists, many people's stories are similar. Their security for housing being covered by a giant question mark. They are removing vacancies that could be used for homeless shelters and placing big franchises and corporations. They don't want you in the way of money, which is evident in the way they lack humanity for homeless citizens.
Okay.
So before I left, I saw what it was. And then when I came back, I said, oh my gosh, they're getting rid of our people. And then we had the housing crisis in 2008. And what they did was they took the housing prices and taxes around this area and then they spiked them up. So you were able to buy certain houses during that time, but now you can't afford houses in this community anymore because of the gentrification.
Of course, our neighborhoods generate a lot of money for businesses. I mean, we have a lot of foreigners come to our neighborhoods and get rich. A lot of Chinese, a lot of Arabs, a lot of foreigners, and they come here and get rich and take the money back to their country.
Right.
This is where we live at. And if we can't do business and live in our own neighborhood and do business in our own neighborhood, what's the use?
More than 300,000 vehicles each day pass over them on I-20 or whir past them on the downtown connector, largely unaware of the collection of forgotten and miserable people huddled inside tents, hiding in plain sight next to one of the busiest intersections in the Southeast. As temperatures rose and dropped during the winter transitioning into spring, during rain and heat, life in the cluster of tents is where desperate, destitute, homeless people reside.